And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome back to another episode of Industrial Rotation. Yep, that's right, we're back. All right, which you probably figured by just looking at where I was standing. Oh, that's neither here nor there for today. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to get started with a little bit. So we need to find, let's see, ferrous, a.k.a. nickel. And I don't know how much of it I actually have laying around here. I know we're going to need a bunch of iron. Let's look at this. So we're going to make the industrial blast furnace today, all right? And that means we need iron and nickel. Okay. So let's see. Iron and nickel, all right. Now, I know I don't have any nickel in this chest here, all right? So I don't see any nickel over here. Nickel? Anywhere? No. All right, but I think I might either have some downstairs or over in the auto processing area, which I've expanded just a little bit. You can see I've been doing a little bit of work, just a little bit. I installed Optifine, so I apologize for the blinking crap. All right, nickel. We have 15 nickel in there. That isn't a lot of nickel. Really isn't a lot of nickel. We can take that out as well. And let's see. Yeah, we don't have a lot of nickel. All right, that's fine. So this may be a bit difficult because I haven't found a nickel vein yet. So we're a little short on it. But what I'll do is we'll cook up the nickel. We'll cook up the iron. How much... Well, I have some nickel already in there, so that's at least a good thing. We got some aluminum, that's nice. So we're just going to process down the nickel that we do have. And then we're going to cook it, all of it up into Invar, all right? And that's going to be what we're going to start with today at least. Let's see, where can I get nickel from? Hold on. Spinner smelting... Nickel. Nickel dust. All right, so we got the pulverizer, ore byproduct list. We get it from garnerite. We get some from gold. That can't be right. Sheldonite. Limonite. Okay. So I think we have some yellow limonite. So let's look at that. What do we need to do to get the nickel out of it? Impure. Okay, so limonite, tiny pile of nickel. The purified then gets thermal centrifuged. That gets me brown limonite and yellow limonite. Okay, so how much limonite do I have? Is it brown or yellow that we were just talking about here? Oh, I got some impure pile of nickel dust. That's good. All right, we got some chrome dust, and we got some aluminum dust. And is it yellow limonite that I processed down? Yes, okay, so let's grab the yellow limonite. It's not going to get me a lot, but it's going to get me some. And banded iron? What do I get from banded iron ore? We just get more of the same. So 5 to get 2 versus... Okay, so that has to... Banded iron can't be processed yet. Bastionicite. Calcium, carbon, iron, oxygen. Yeah, alright. So that looks like it's going to be our best bet there. Alright, so yay, just trying to get ourselves... as much of this junk as we can. I don't know if my centrifuge is still hooked up upstairs. Oh, it's down here now. Right, so we'll throw the impure pile of nickel dust in there. That should do some good there. We got a little bit of chrome laying around. That's nice. And we got some more aluminum. That's also nice. And some tiny piles of silver, tiny piles of phosphorus. That's not bad. All right. Well, okay. So the other thing I have downstairs is I have a automatic processing area set up to combine all the ores down into something usable. So, yeah. So all the tiny piles are getting combined down into usable materials at least. So let's pull that out. And how are you doing? Well, let's chunk you in there. All right. And then centrifuge galena, and we're getting some nickel dust out as well. All right. That's good. That's very good. Okay. We'll just wait for this last thing to process up. And we don't even really, now that I think about it, need to actually smelt this stuff into ingots. We can just all throw it into the alloy smelter, which is fine by me. All right, so we should get one more piece in a couple seconds here. Do. And we'll also throw, well, let's kill what it's doing now. We'll do that. And then we'll do this. And we'll do that. All right, so you've shut down. We should get one more piece of nickel in there at some point, eventually. All right, so we got 3 nickel ore. That's not too bad. All right, let's get back over to here, and let's actually start working with this stuff. I'm praying we'll have enough to do this. All right. So we have 27, so let's get ourselves a bit more iron out of there. And we don't want to go through that way. Let's get up into our main house, and let's go into our brand new machine room. I also made myself a lathe, a basic lathe, which will help us out quite a bit. But I need the alloy smelter, so let's get you. Let's put you in, and actually let's just do this first. All right. And we'll smelt this stuff down into Invar. Invar, yar. Talk like a pirate. If it was Talk Like a Pirate, I'd be happier, but it isn't. So we're smelting that down. Let's put that in there. Let's put the rest of our nickel in there. All right, now we can take our Invar out, and we can put it into our lathe. Because the first thing we need to do to get the blast furnace is to get a heat-proof machine casing, which means an Invar frame box. All right? So we need 8 Invar rods. All right? Yeah, that's a lot. And what's going to happen is that we're going to also get small piles of Invar dust. All right? So we should be able to recover at least 1 piece of Invar out of this whole thing. So that just makes this a little bit more efficient for us as we're working, all right? So we also need some of these electronic circuits. We need some 1X tin cables. That's not too bad, all right? That's not too bad at all. So for the electronic circuits, let's take a look because I haven't made those in a while. All right, so we need NAND chips and refined iron plates. How many do we need? We need 3. So for the NAND chips, we need refined iron item casings. Okay, so we're going to need 6 tin wires. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to also need some red alloy, right? So 2 for each, 6. So I need 12. So I need 24 red alloy, which means I need 12 red alloy ingots. So let's get 12 of you. And some redstone out. We'll yank these for right now. We'll throw that into there. All right. We got plenty of Invar. So I have 6. So 1 and 2. That'll get me 8. All right. And we'll chuck our tin ingots in there. And we're also going to need to get 6 iron item casings, which means 6 steel. Thank you. All right, so let's go to our rolling machine. So we got our tin. We got... Oh, we already have 1 steel plate. Oh, that's being crafted by over there. Okay. And let's look at our alloy smelter. Red alloy ingots. We'll take that, please. And we should have this stuff. Awesome. And we can turn those tiny piles back into, some of them back into real piles. So we can get a full ingot back. Or we get 4 ingots back. Okay. Right, they're small piles, not tiny piles. So let's just chuck this into this guy. Thank you. And let's get started with the crafting, shall we? So over here, we're going to take these, box them, put a wrench in the middle, and that gets us 2 Invar frame boxes. And we're also going to come back over to here, and we'll see how our rolling process is going. And we're also going to need 6 Invar plates. Okay. Not a problem. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and drop those in there. We have our 6 steel plates coming out. That's good to see. So let's come running over to here. We're going to need 3 more steel plates. So let's go 1, 2, 3. See, this is why I moved everything around, because it makes my life easier. So let's do that. We get 6 Invar plates. And I already have the steel plates. That's right. All right, so let's charge over to here, and let's start with this. All right, so 6 Invar. So we get 1 of these guys, 6 of these guys, hammer, and a wrench. And that gets us a heat-proof machine casing. And we can put that right there. All right, then we need to take our iron plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see. 6 times 2. Oh. No, we're right. We're good. Yeah, all right. So let's go into the wire mill. We'll do that. I made more red alloy than I needed to, but that's neither here nor there for this moment in time. Okay, and then I'm going to need 3 times... Oh, gosh. 9. So 9 of these. Thank you very much. And we'll shove that into our... the wire mill's in use right now, but we can shove those in there. And also we need some rubber pulp to go into our alloy smelter. No. It is the alloy smelter, but I don't know where my cast is. In here. That's the answer. Thank you. So we got those 12. That's good. Let's go back over to here. We can put the redstone away. I have purified coal for some unknown reason. And we can do that. And this gets me 6 of those. And we should be able to get our iron plates and our copper. And those flickering barrels are going to drive me nuts. Okay, so we got our copper. And we should have that. That's good. So we'll combine these. Perfect. And also let's take that out and that out. We'll put the pulp into the alloy smelter. Like that, with that, and we'll put that in there too. Thank you very much. And let's see what we can do now. All right, so did we get our plates? Nope, we didn't get our steel plates. All right, that's what I was forgetting. Oy, oy, oy. Actually, this isn't one of the worst crafting processes we've done in Gregtech, so it's not that bad, but it's better than, could be expected. All right, so, because remember, it's Gregtech. So let's do that, and 1 and 3, and if I remember the recipe, it goes like that, right? Good, okay, and then we need 2 1x tin cables. Unless I have some sitting around in tech items, it does not appear that I do. All right, so let's get ourselves some tin. There we go. And we'll just wire mill that up. The thing with the wire mill is it actually takes about as much time to wire mill something as it does to do the crafting chain. Per craft, per cycle. So it doesn't really bother me to use it. Like, there's no time saving in not using it, All right, so we'll do that. And then we need 3 furnaces. 1, 2, 3. We can clear the crafting grid there. And this goes along the top and gets ourselves a electric blast furnace. All right. We're not done yet, though. Okay. We need an input and output. All right. So let's look at inputs and outputs. Input. There we go. All right. So we need a... Which input hatch do you want me to do? Let's just do LV machine hull. All right. That's probably the easiest way to do this. So we're going to need... let's just search for hatch. All right. Hatch. All right. So we're going to need... That's a dynamo hatch. So we're going to need an LV energy hatch, which is just an LV machine hull. We should want 3 of these input hatches. Okay. So we're going to need 3 hulls there. Those, they're all LV hulls. So... all right. Let me look at this carefully. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 times 8 is 40. All right. So we're going to need 40 steel plates. Of you, and that, let's see, tech items, you can go in there. Let's just clear our inventory real nice and quick. We'll do that, and miscellaneous junk, you can go in there for right now. Let's put most of our cobblestone away. Thank you. That amber can go away into the magical items chest, which is over here. Thank you. And miscellaneous junk, you can go in there. Hold on for a minute. Let's put that away, and 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 resort the old inventory. There we go. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so let's put this in here. Basic bending machine. Let's do you up. There we go. All right, so let's get the rest of this done. There we go. Okay, we're working on this, guys. We're working on this. Now, I just want to look up the recipe for aluminium. And let's take a look. There we go. Redstone furnace, induction smelter, plasma arc, fluid solidifier, extractor, blast furnace. Voltage unspecified, amperage is unspecified. So if I'm at 32 times 4... So we only need 1 hatch because we can pipe in multiple amps into this thing simultaneously. That isn't bad. All right. So let's look at this. Something over here. What was I doing? You're still rolling. Okay. So the next thing we're going to need are some coils. All right. And let's look at copper nickel. Would require a lot of nickel. Canthal. It's aluminum and chrome. Damn. And I need the aluminum. And this is a nickel chrome. And I don't think I have enough chrome to do this up. All right. So we'd have to do copper nickel, which means we're going to need a lot of nickel. That's a pain in the neck. All right. Well, we might as well get this thing started and then build out the casings in the nearby future. All right. So... that will be fine there, I guess. Ugh. All right. All right, so we'll also need some more heat-proof machine casings. So let me just look at this. All right, so, okay. It's a 3x3x4 that's hollow. So it's a 9, it's a 36 minus 2. That's 34. So 32 plus 2. So that's 16. 18 minus 5 is 13. So I'm going to need another 6 crafts of this. And 6 times 8... Jeez Louise. is 48. So I'm going to need 48 Invar. Jeez. All right, well, let's just chuck the rest of this into the lathe. We'll see how much we get back, and then we'll pray that we have enough. Okay, 40 steel plates. That's great. Let's go over to here, and let's get started. All right. So we'll just do this with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Okay, so the first thing we need is an input and an output. And I believe those are glass. I had an entire stack of glass on me. Where did it all go? Like, seriously, where did it disappear to? I had like a full stack. Did I really use it all up? I must have. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, all right. So let's grab the last sand that we have, and we'll just cook that up. Let's do you. Invar, thank you. And let's go back up. And I'm going to actually have to cut at some point and find nickel ore, which actually what I'll do is I'll do everything else, and then beginning of next episode, we'll start with the nickel, because that's probably our best bet. I haven't found any yet, which is the main issue here. So I'm going to have to be a little bit circumspect with it. All right. Glass. Glass is down here. All right. Thank you. That should be enough to do this. All right. So let's get back to crafting. Oh, yeah. I'm going to need some cables, too. Let's grab another tin ingot. And let's get you into the wire mill while we're waiting. Oh, I do have some more nickel. All right. Though I don't think I have enough to make enough copper nickel to actually manage this thing. So that's fine. All right. So the first thing we'll do is we'll do that and that, or this. It's an LV machine hull. Oh, gosh. These are all hulls. Okay. So let's get some more. We need another bunch of cable. There we go. And let's cook that up. Yeah, because they're machine hulls and they're machine casings, right? And machine hull means we need the tin cable on either side of it. Joy. All right. Well, at least we have enough of that. How are you doing? You're running. Great. Yep, apparently this is a crafting episode. Yay, Gregtech. I should really remember that, you know, it likes to do this. All right, that's done. We can get the rest of our tin casing. We turn it into cable. Thank you very much. And let's get this rolling again, shall we? Okay, so we'll go like that and like that and like that. Gets me one of them. And then like this. That's my input hatch. That's my output hatch. Input, output, good. And what else do we need for this? Input, output, energy. Energy hatch. All right, so let's look up energy hatch. A hull and another tin cable. All right, that's doable. Boom, boom. And a tin cable. Yay. Then we need a maintenance hatch. Oh, God. Okay. So we need an LV machine hull. 1, 2. Yoink. And then what else do we need? All right. Crowbar, a saw, file, hammer. All right, so let's just start doing this now. So we go, let's see. Saw, file, hammer, screwdriver. So, saw, file, hammer, screwdriver. wrench, wire cutter, wrench, wire cutter, crowbar, soft hammer. Do I have a Gregtech crowbar? I think I have a Railcraft crowbar. I do. Okay, so we'll have to make a Gregtech crowbar. So let's look up that, and then let's look up crowbar. 3 rods, hammer, and a file. Okay, so let's get our hammer and our file, and we need 3 rods. We'll just use steel for this. And we'll just throw in the lathe, which makes my life a whole lot easier. So lathe. Yoink and yoink. We got our some Invar dust back. That's always good. And so let's plop this into there. Jump up to here. How's that lathe doing? I like the fact that the lathe is actually, you know, giving me back a bunch of materials. Look at that. I wonder why you're not outputting. You should... Oh, because I forgot to press the magic button. Oh, magic button. All right, so then we need... Is this our last... Oh, and the muffler. All right, so let's look up the muffler hatch while we're over here. Oh, it's an LV machine hull and a steel fluid pipe. Okay, so that's just 6 steel plates. Oh, okay. That's easy. I was like, I don't know how to do this. All right, let's see. So we know there's 6, 5, 6. There we go. And we'll throw that into our bending machine. There we go. Thank you. 5, and 6. Thank you. All right, so we got that. Now let's take care of this, shall we? And we also need some lapis. All right. We'll use this crafting table. Even though I don't usually like to use this sort of stuff in the crafting table. And then what was it? Hammer and a file. Crowbar. Awesome. Thank you. So then... And I think it goes like that, and like this with an LV machine casing. LV machine hull. Okay, really? All right. Saw, file, hammer, screwdriver, wrench, cutter, maintenance hatch. Thank you. That's a lot of tools. That is a lot of tools. All right. And so the last thing we need here... I had more... Ah, there we go. I'm like, I had more tin cable. Where did it all go? So we get ourselves a machine hull, and we just need to get ourselves like that, and a hammer, and a wrench. Steel fluid pipes. We go like this, and then we go like this. Muffler hatch. All right, so we have all of the hatches we need. That's a nice thing to see. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to remove some things over in the machine room, or the factory area, because that's where we're going to stick this for right now. That'll probably change in the future. All right. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to remove our bronze-plated blast furnace for right now. All right. And we'll probably just end up moving it. Of course, these things take forever to break. Which I'm surprised at, actually, because it's like, it's a wrench. It should be breaking this a heck of a lot faster than it is. But Greg probably just doesn't want you accidentally removing these things and not realizing it. All right, so now what we're going to do here is let's get this thing out first, all right? So if it's 1, 2, 3, we will actually remove this, I think. And we'll go like that. May try and connect. Darn it. We'll do that and that. All right. So let me get your inventory there. Okay. Yeah. Incomplete structure. All right. So that can be anything and that can be anything. So let's do this. Let's do our input hatch here. Our output hatch here. Our energy hatch can go here. Our maintenance hatch can go here. And our muffler comes later. So for this level, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 heat-proof machine casings. Okie dokie. So 4 more heat-proof machine casings. That's not too bad. All right, that's passable. That's doable. I think we actually have the materials somewhat put together for that too, which makes me pleased. So let's run into here. And so we need 4 more heat-proof machine casings. All right, we can do that. We can definitely do that. So 4 more means a bunch more invar. All right, so it's 6. 6 times 4 is 24, right? Hey, look at that. We just have barely enough for the plates for that. Great. We're going to need more nickel. Bending machine. All right. So we'll at least get the first layer done. Okay. So let's do 1. It should only take 2 crafts worth of this. Right. So let's look up heat-proof machine casings. Heat-proof machine casing. Okay, so it goes there, and then a hammer above it and a wrench below it. All right. Like that. And then, let's see if those things are done over here. I hope they are. I just want to get the first level done. Just the first level. That's all I care about. The very first level. Okay, because then we're going to need to make those damn wires as well. So that's going to be a lot of nickel. Let me look up Cooper nickel. Maybe it isn't as bad as I'm thinking it is. Cooper nickel. Tell me it's not a 1-to-1. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1. That's great. That's just great. I was hoping it wasn't a 1-to-1. I was praying it wasn't a 1-to-1. But it's a 1-to-1. Yep, that's going to be joyous. All right, so let's go into here. And let's do one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got our first 4 heat-proof machine casings for this structure. That's great. And we're also going to have to power this bloody thing, so that's great, too. Oh. Yeah, I know. I know. Let's come up here. I'm going to have to find nickel somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to do that, but I'll have to find it somewhere. I could probably actually set this down a level and just put it right on top of the boiler. But I'm just hesitant about doing that. All right, so that's in place. So we still need those 16 block layers, all right? So Cooper nickel wire. I need Cooper nickel coil block. So that's 2 X's. All right, so that's 8. Oh, God. Okay, so that's 64. So I need a stack of nickel. All right, I need a full stack of nickel to do this. So what I'm going to be doing in this episode and between this episode and next is actually finding the Cooper nickel, finding nickel, making the Cooper nickel, making the coil, putting the coil in place, and trying to get this thing working. So hopefully I will see you guys in the next episode. This has been Mr. Kasarian, and as always, guys, happy mining.